Question. What do you get when you mix frozen collard greens, a frozen banana, frozen blueberries? Are we really going to go through the whole list? It's quite extensive. What do you get when you mix these ingredients in a blender? I'll tell you in a little while. Hi, I'm M. Paul, and welcome to Cooking with My Weiner. And with me, as always, is Greta. That's my line. Yours are in pink. On today's segment, we're not actually going to be cooking at all. No, whoa. Easy does it, buddy. Just relax. Okay? I know it's called Cooking with My Weiner, but we're more of a food preparation show. Yes. Okay? Just relax, Greta. So, please don't take it so little. Okay. What we're going to be doing is instead of heat, we will be using frozen foods to make a smoothie. What's that? No, I did not know that Oliver Evans invented the freezer. A little fun fact for you. In 1805, okay. Somebody was doing a little show prep. I like it. So before we get started, let us just say with the disclaimer that Greta and I, we are not trained chefs, okay? We're not trained cooks. We're not trained anything. But we just have come up with some methods that we like to share. That's really all there is to it. So you could tell us all about how we could do things better and blah, 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 blah. How about you just get your own show, okay? Because we don't really want... Right, sorry. All right. So, today's show, we'll be using my trusty Vitamix. Now, for those of you asking yourselves, how does one afford a Vitamix? Well, it is a fine piece of machinery. And let's just say that show business is quite lucrative. Isn't that right, Greta? What's that? Why would you have 3 Vitamixes? No. There are 7 days in the week, not 3. 2 spares. How the heck do you afford 3 Vitamixes? I was kidding. This is a wedding gift. Hey, Don. I was told that we are getting equal salary. Is that not correct? Yes, we will talk about this later. Sorry to get off topic. All right, so the first thing that we're going to add in our Vitamix is frozen collard greens. Now, I don't mean to brag, but I did grow these collard greens myself in my garden. So they're extra special to me. Okay, my parents' garden. That really is neither here nor there. Still grown. All right, so this is that much. Touch the dog. Well, you are. Then, I'm going to take a frozen banana. Now, I like to take the banana and just throw it in the freezer directly. You could peel it and chop it and put it in a container, but the way I see it's already in its own container, then why go through the hassle? Frozen bananas are easier to cut than you might think. Simply cut it right down the middle there. Now what I like to do is cut it into fourths lengthwise. And what that does is that allows you peel it away from its shell fairly easy. I'm glad you're impressed. All right, so for those of you keeping track, that was some collard greens and a banana. You could use kale, of course, and often I do, just not this particular time. To that, we're going to add, let's say, half a cup of frozen blueberries, or 120 milliliters for those of you on metric. This one. Now, what I like to do is herb it up. Instead of spice. This right here is cinnamon, and I like a generous heaping of it. This is oregano, and it's good for an earthy taste to your smoothie. A little bit of rosemary. You could use fresh if you have it, I recommend. And a dash, let's say, of cardamom. Not a huge fan of cardamom myself, but some people like it, so you know who you are. So let's go ahead and just add that. What's that, crap? Really? Turmeric. Interesting. Well, as they said in the 80s, that's so crazy, it just might work. Fortunately, I have a little turmeric right here. So we're going to add a little bit, not too much. No. It comes out pretty quick, doesn't it? Now, we are almost done. However, I'd like to add a little chia. How much chia? That much. Salt. Yes, salt. Brings out the sweetness. Also good on corn. Couple of turns on the salt grinder. Now, salt has been around for quite some time, but recently they've invented pink salt. It tastes similar to the other salt, but somehow it's better. I'm going to add also a little bit of coconut oil. You don't need to, but why not? We only live once, Greta. Really? What's that in dog ears? Well, you're close to retirement then, aren't you? One more herb. This is basil. Yes, Thai basil, which I also grew in my parents' garden. It's like basil, only it's different. The Italian basil that most of us are familiar with here in the United States. You think they just call Thai basil in Thailand basil? Something to think about. I'm going to do just a splash, I think the industry term is, of cider vinegar. Why? I don't know. It's healthy, but not too much. And lastly, this is, according to this measurement, 250 milliliters of almond milk, or 1 cup. Could you use hemp milk? Yes, you could. I actually like using coconut milk. But somebody doesn't like to do show prep. Going out to the store. They like to look up things on Wikipedia instead. So, we're using almond milk instead, which is great. Now, I must say, that looks a little light. So, gonna add a little more. How much more? Look at that. Perfect. And it's good to go. Now, for those of you that have an overtly sweet tooth, put down the sugar, okay? Okay? Sugar's just not necessary. Yes, it does lead to health complications. It's a good point, Greta. If you need to, and this, believe me, is sweet enough, but if you need to, I recommend you add a few dates. Yes, you could add other dried fruits, such as raisins. And force you do it. All right, let's fire it up. Did we not pay the electric bill? Is it working now? Ah. This is why we do a dry run. Or we should. Can you still hear me? I don't know how to do subtitles. Vitamix, I can just take one of yours. Yeah? That's your name. I was wondering. Now you're pulling up the portion. Okay, so there you have it. Pop the cap here. Everything blends quite nicely together. Doesn't that smell good? Yeah, well, right. I mean, it smells fine. It's just not the most aromatic. Look at that. Now let's taste it. Vitamix, you have done it again. Well, that's it for our segment. A collard green banana. Oh, right. So, what do you get when you mix all of those ingredients that I just mixed together? You're welcome. That's one. All right, Greta. You want to try it? No? Oh. Slightly enticed? Yeah. Well, I'm not sure about the almond milk. Things don't agree with Greta sometimes. Okay, Greta. Well, I appreciate your full contribution to this episode. Until next time, this has been Cooking with My Weiner. Good day.